So, all right. I believe you should be, you can see my screen now. If you can see my screen, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So, all right. So tonight we'll be talking about navigating the AI landscape. So we'll be talking about AI generally. We'll be having some discussions about AI. We'll be talking about how you can use AI beyond the GPT. When I mention AI, so you have an idea that okay, ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek AI, different things. But how do you use those things into your? How do you fuse it into what you are doing currently, or how do you use it exceptionally? So that's the reason why I'm going to tag tonight's session AI, navigating the AI landscape. So we're talking about the infrastructure, we're talking about the application, and we're talking about advanced strategies. So Lawal Fetia, if you don't have a question, I think your hand is raised. I want to be sure if you have a question. If your hand is raised, please you can bring it down, unless except if you have a question. Lawal Fetia, I think I pronounced it right, right? So you can bring your hands down so that you can call my attention whenever you have a question or something. So tonight is going to be very interactive. I will try as much as possible. I'm a fan of interactive class or interactive session. So it's going to be interactive. The first 20 to 30 minutes, I'm going to run through what I have on board, and I will open the floor for 10 minutes or 20 minutes also to discuss. I know all of us are very busy. I know Friday can be very funny for those that go to church, for those that, students that they are going to different places. So I'm not going to take much of your time. So let's run straight into it. If at any point you can't hear me, please just notify me as soon as possible. Even if it needs Gideon to beat me. So let me know. So let me go to the next slide, which is this is talking about me myself. I don't know. Can you see the slide I'm presenting? Can you see my slide? I hope what you are seeing is my slide and not. Let me stop sharing. Let me present something else first. I don't think what you are seeing is my slide. So this is what you should be seeing, not my hair. Can you see my slide now? Yeah, I think you should see my slide now. So this is my face actually. The last time we had a discussion, we I didn't it was intentional actually. I told Gideon not to really write my bio. So tonight I'm going to introduce myself formally. My name is Joshua Joel. I'm a front-end website developer and I've been in front-end for a while now. I'm also a UI UX designer or developer, UI UX designer. That's a typo error. So I design websites, interfaces, and I do UX, user experience, like the real UX. And additionally, I'm a certified AWS cloud expert. So I have two certifications in what's it called in AWS. So those are my badges actually, and I'm a AWS Cloud Solution Architect Associate. So those are my certifications in a jiffy. So let me go to the next slide and let's talk about our agenda for today. So today we're talking about AI, which is the iceberg, because most of the things that we say is different from what it is in deep sense. Understand? So we're talking about iceberg, the surface versus what actually is behind it, and also we're talking about the future scope of AI, and that's one of the reasons why it's going and that we'll go into discussion. So the next one we're talking about applied AI, which is how you can use AI professional, how you can use it as a joystick, which is about now. One is so next intention but then to like give out a very book on AI. They are books, solid books on AI. So you are to get that at the end of the meeting. Another thing for those who are students, I can get about the Gemini, what's it called? Gemini Pro version students. So at the end of this meeting, at the end of this discussion, if you don't know how to walk through it, I will run you through it. So those are the things that we're going to basically talk about today. So let me go to the next slide and let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the AI iceberg. So most of the time, we always think, okay, it's just GPT, uh, just that's what people think. There is a lot of engineering that goes beyond behind AI or under AI in the background that a lot of people don't really know. So, for example, now I say, okay, let's interactive. I want everybody to AI tools that they use in their personal work. After taking down, I'm going to give out the people that the group I'm going to shape bulk that you now type. I want to do that. I know everyone. I don't if it, that's to ensure that we are all following everyone. Alright, please. I'm so sorry for the break in transmission. The network was so bad. In fact, it is still very bad because I'm trying to. I just want to know, please, can you hear me before I proceed with sharing my screen? Please, if you can hear me, just let me know. Please, if you can hear me, please let me know.
I can hear you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Please, apologies for the break in transmission. So where I actually stopped, if at any point, Gideon, please, if at any point I'm not audible, just call me, please. Just call me or text me on WhatsApp. Do you understand? Good. So let's continue. So I was talking about, and I mentioned that people should drop, like everybody should drop at least 2 AI tools that they use on a daily. They should put it in the chat box, please. If you can do that while we are still like while we proceed with what we are going to talk about tonight. So I'll be expecting that, so you can drop that. Gideon, please help me to ensure that the chat box is open. So we'll talk about the visible application that we see on the surface, which is the ChatGPT, the Gemini, and those stuffs and other stuffs. But we don't talk about the underground, what goes beyond or what goes on in the underground. Now, I'm going to give you a perspective from the should I say from my professional perspective, which is cloud engineering and cloud practitioner, cloud practice. So beyond what we see on the surface, beyond the AI uh, agents that we see on the surface, there are some things that are underneath the AI, which is, for example, we have the data center. And some of the things I'm going to, what I'm going to do tonight, I'm not going to go into the in-depth, deep of everything. I will just give you a surface and I would like you to make your research also because these are just like the background information before we go into the real thing. So we have the data center, we have the GPUs, which is a processing unit that we have in data center. What they do basically is they store information that, for example, all these things that you chat on ChatGPT or your prompts and all, when they are training your NLP, the natural language processing structure, when they, I don't want to use a lot of jargons, but permit me to just explain this on the surface. We can read more on this later. This is just like a background of what we are going to discuss tonight. So when they want to train AI, when you want to, for those that are doing machine learning, when they want to do machine learning, after training it, you have to store it somewhere, which is one of the reasons why we use GPU or why we use data centers. So now let's go into right straight into the most important part of what we are doing today. So the future of AI. Now there is this question that this is the interesting part I always like to talk about. There is this question that a lot of people used to ask that will AI take my job? If you can hear me, I want you to answer this question. Do you think AI can take your job? Yes or no? So respond with either yes or no if you think AI can take your job. So we'll proceed only when I get an answer in the chat box. Okay, Grace Oyedepo said AI cannot take your job. Okay, another person. Another person. I want to hear from another person. Okay, Janet said AI cannot take your job. Godwin said AI cannot take your job. Okay, let me start with Grace. Grace, why do you think AI cannot take your job? You can unmute your mic and let's have a discussion. Why do you think AI cannot take your job? Grace, if you are there, you can unmute your mic. Let's hear why you think AI cannot take your
Good
job.
evening, everyone. I think AI cannot take my job because AI still needs me to do the job.
Okay.
AI
All
still
right.
needs.
Let's hear from Janet. Thank you, Grace. Let's hear from Janet. Janet, do you think AI can take your job? Okay, you said no. So let me hear why.
Yeah. Okay. AI can take my job because um it still needs me to operate it, right? It can't work on it by itself. Still needs man to do my job.
Okay. So all right. Godwin, do you think AI can take your job? You
Good
said
evening,
no.
sir.
So why?
Yeah, good evening, sir. I am just
Yeah,
like
good
the
evening, sir.
I
Yeah.
I feel like AI cannot do anything on its own except it is being operated. So me be able to learn how to use AI. So that means AI cannot take my job if I'm able to use it in the right way.
Okay. So thank you everyone for your contribution. So as much as now let me cannot do anything without human. That is true, but that is not totally true. It is possible for AI to actually do some things without the help of human. AI is built in such a way, and that is the reason why this generation of computer is different from the last generation of computer. AI is designed in such a way that it learns. There's something called NLP, which is natural language processing. So what the natural language processing does is it imitates the brain of the human, whereby, for example, while growing up, they will say, don't steal. That's one of the reasons why we know that stealing is bad. Naturally, human beings are designed to be bad. Human beings are designed to be bad. You may not agree with this, but that's just the truth. That's the reason why a kid will learn doing bad things first before being corrected. That's the reason why correction is part of our nature. Like, you need to be corrected because we are designed to automatically do bad things. Now, what we do along the line is along the line, we are now trained. Our brain is trained to juxtapose or differentiate between what is right and what is wrong. Do you understand? So, same way with AI, the way AI is built is built in such a way that you can train AI, and when AI is trained, probably with data sets and algorithms, AI can retain the knowledge and run with that knowledge. Do you understand? So AI can retain the knowledge and run with that knowledge to a point that if the natural language processing or the brain, the neural cell of the AI, is transferred into mechanical objects, for example, it's transferred to a car or embedded systems, it's transferred into a car, it's transferred into a robot, it's transferred into an aeroplane. As long as it is properly trained, it can repeat that cycle with 99.9 error-free rate, or there is this tiny level of error as much as it is AI, as much as it is trained with a particular data set. Do you understand? Now let me ask this other question. If Let me ask this other question. If there is a surgery that needs to be performed, and you have two options, you have AI or you have a robot that is powered by AI to carry out the surgery. But there is a track record that anytime that AI carries out the surgery, the AI, there is 98% success rate for that surgery. That is option one. Or you go for human. I mean, human should do that surgery for you. But for human, the success rate is 65%. Which one are you going to go for? Is it for are you going to go with the robot or with the human? Which one? So you can unmute your mic and let's hear your suggestion. If you are going to pick one between AI conducting the surgery for you or human conducting the surgery for you, you got AI has 98% success rate, but human has 65% success rate. Which one are you going to go for? AI for the surgery or human for the surgery? Can you hear me? can hear me, please, let's hear your opinion. Gideon, am I audible? Okay. So I want the opinion of everyone so that we can proceed. Okay, someone said the human. Okay, human with 65% success rate. All right. So another person, let's hear from other people. And AI has 98% success rate. Okay, let's get one more person, then I will proceed. Let's get one more person, then we will proceed. Okay, someone said the human. Okay, that's yeah. So I think one of the reasons why we say human is because if I should say, okay, let's suggest why a lot of us are choosing human, is because we believe that okay, peak, anytime humans do something, even if the thing wants to go haywire, there is this human factor that comes in that, I can fix this error, I can correct this thing. So this now drives me back to the initial question that can AI replace humans? AI cannot replace humans because AI will still always need humans. Do you understand? So the future of AI, people are scared now. And I always, when they ask that question, I always like to use this scenario that few years back we have 2010, 2009, 2011. We used to have this idea of cyber cafe whereby you will go and you go and print, you go and tie, they will say, okay, come and do photocopy, come and do printing, come and print invitation, business centers and cyber cafe. But currently today, okay, let me use cyber cafe for example, where you go and pay. I remember that time that we'll go and pay, we'll pay for, let's say, 1 hour. You pay, let's say, 200 naira or 100 naira for 1 hour, and they'll switch on their computer, very big desktop computer, and you'll be typing. Some of us even created our Facebook accounts on those cyber cafe that time, like we created it. But over the time, there is this democratization of phone, like availability of phone. Phone is accessible to everyone. Anybody can just go to Facebook and search anything. Anybody can go anywhere and search anything. Same way, there are some jobs that if you are very sticky, or if you have this if you are too engrossed in doing it the initial way or doing it the traditional way, AI is definitely going to affect your job. But there is a way you can transit or grow from doing the same thing, but doing it in a different way, and now infusing AI. And that's what some of our egnos that time, that's one of the things that they did by leaving cyber cafe and moving into printing. Some of them now move from printing into doing something else. Some of them move from doing something else into using Corel Draw. I remember so some of them were using Corel 7, Corel 3, then some of them moved to Corel 7. The last time I went there, some of them are now using Corel 20, Corel 21. And now some of them are even using Photoshop. That means as the trend is growing, they did not leave what they are doing, but they only added more to it and they made it better. So basically, if you, as the AI is growing, you also have to grow with the trend, and AI is definitely not going to take what you are doing. So if you are following, please just write "I'm following" in the comment section so that we can proceed. So applied AI. Now you can apply AI into anything that you are doing. You can apply AI into anything that you are doing, whether you are a creative, whether you are a writer, whether you are anything, you can apply AI. So when we are arranging this meetup, when we are arranging this meeting, I was thinking that okay, not that I was thinking, I think I was having a discussion with someone that okay, people, what if the people that want to come online, come on board for this training, they are like, okay, I don't want to come, my work does not really need AI. Do you think there is any job that doesn't need AI today? If you think there is any job, put it in the comment section that doesn't need AI, that doesn't need the infusion of AI into it. I don't think there is any job because of our time. I don't think there is any job. So when I say applied AI, I'm basically talking about how you can apply AI into anything you are going to do. And I'm going to mention it in two ways today. The first one is storytelling. and content creation. And when I mentioned content creation, I think when I mentioned content creation in the training, a lot of people were kind of skeptical that is this guy talking about we standing in front of camera and shooting videos? Now, content creation is not only limited to shooting videos. There are a lot of things that content creation generally basically is just storytelling. It's just storytelling, telling your story in the most amazing way. Content creation is just storytelling. As a creative, let's say you make cake, you bake cakes, you can create content, and your content goes beyond just making videos alone. Some people may not be making videos. In fact, some of the popular social media personalities that we see today, they didn't start out as a video creator. I remember when Aproko's doctor started, what he was doing when he first started was going on Twitter and sharing insights on health tips. Don't eat this, don't drink that, don't do this, don't do that. That's basically what they do. That's what basically what he was doing then. And there's this guy also in the Christian creative industry currently that when he started, he didn't start the way he started now. His name is Eric Gugwa. You might have come across his content on Facebook, on Instagram, where it shares knowledgeable insights and all. But the way Eric started in 2021 as an influencer, or let me say as a content creator, where when I say content creation or storytelling, it is not only limited to making videos, like I said. So as a creative, let me give you an example now. I was using the example of someone that bakes cake. You can make write-up content about, okay, why is it that I don't really know much about cake, but let me just give you this blank example that, okay, why is it that anytime you boil your egg for cake, I'm just using a scenario, don't mind me. You boil your egg for cake, there is this fluffy effect that it has, but you don't want that fluffy effect. So how do you do it? Now, this is the right way to do it. Boil it for 2 seconds, something like that. Just creating solution, basically. Just creating solutions or just helping people out. And how does not that now? How can you now fuse that into your tech journey or into your tech career? After our training, I had a discussion with one of the panelists. We are having discussion later in the night. Like we were having this discussion, and we're talking about the storytelling, which is there are people on the internet today that what they basically do is just sharing insight and sharing solution, and through that alone they got a lot of what's it called got a lot of gigs, because telling your story or sharing with the internet what you do and providing solutions, showing that, okay, you are a master at what you do, will build trust for you, number one. Two, it will show competence in what you are doing. Do you understand that, okay, your website is slow, this is how to get rid of slow websites. This is how to make your website faster. This is how to make your website sleeker. This is how to giving solutions like that, commenting on Twitter, telling people how to scale. For example, if you're a digital marketer, okay, how to market. These are the clicks that you are doing wrongly and all of that. This is how to fix it and how to make it better. Do you understand? So those things are are going to build a level of confidence in you. They are going to build a level of trust in you. And when you are able to see those things, people will notice you. And that's what we basically call building in public. That's what building in public is all about. Just letting the world know what you do, letting the world see and understand what you do. Now, as like you already push work into the public space, you can AI can do. You can use AI into what you do, and to aid you to tell your story very well. There are some people that they find it so hard to sit down and start crafting LinkedIn posts. And that's one of the things I'm going to, there are some tools that I'm going to recommend towards the end of this meeting. They find it so hard to craft LinkedIn posts. They find it so hard to, okay, if this person says something like this on LinkedIn, how do I respond? If someone messaged me on LinkedIn, what is the right response? If someone says this, if someone says that, what is the right thing to say? Someone reach out to you and says, Hi, my name is What is the next? What is the right thing to respond to show how competent you are? So there is a way craft you can craft content, and you can make content calendar number one. Then you can make consistent content to share on your Twitter, to share on your LinkedIn. So there are ways you can apply it. Now let me go to the next slide so that you can proceed. Now, mastering the craft of YouTube, of what's it called? Of AI. Now, before I go into this mastering the craft of AI, which is the fourth thing on our agenda, before talking about mastering the craft of AI and the cat and mouse game, let me talk about AI for professionals. AI for professionals. I've been talking about um AI for content creators, like creating content on AI. Now, there are tools. I'm going to drop them in the comment box. So the first tool I'm going to talk about is Supergrow or Taplio. Supergrow or Taplio. This is the name. So Supergrow or Taplio. Now, what they do basically. Now, AI, I'm now talking about AI for professionals. These are the AI tools that you can check out after this, after this session. The first one is Supergrow or Taplio, it is an idea generation AI that they can generate idea that, okay, I want to start as a let me now pick a niche now. As a graphic designer, I want to go beyond. I want to pick graphic design as a niche. This also applies to every other niche. I want to go beyond just designing graphics for people. I can also make my brand out of this graphic design. So I have a skill. I own a skill. So what about me talking about okay, can I be talking about, as a graphic designer, can I be talking about productivity, how people can be 10 times productive, or how people can be more productive, or concentration, or just talking about different things. You can pick a niche. An Instagram channel or handle, and you start pushing content in that direction. Now, one of the things you now push further is ensure that your graphics is so captivating. Number one, you are telling a story. Number two, you are pushing to the world that, okay, you are competent in this sphere. And if you don't want to go in that direction, you can say, okay, go to ChatGPT, go to Google Gemini, and prompt it that it should give you a content calendar. There's something called content calendar for content creators, or generally for everybody. A content calendar for 30 days. You can start with 30 days. You can start with a content calendar talking about how to make your designs better for graphics designers. There is a way you can prompt it. Content calendars on how to make your designs better for graphics designers. So after prompting it, it is going to generate different things that you can talk about, how to use better colors, how to use this and that. Then you can start making content about that on your channel, on your handle. So that way, people will see that, okay, this guy is a sound guy. He understands color. He understands this. And for example, website developers too, you can let people understand how the speed of their website can enhance their business growth, how the button, good color combination can make their website more attractive. When people understand that you are seeing things from the critical perspective, they are definitely going to call you out. They are definitely going to reach out to you. So because of our time, let me run through the second AI, which is the first AI is Supergrow, which is an AI for idea generation. The second one is ChatGPT and Claude. You know, ChatGPT is a very popular. So you can use this for drafting posts. Like I said, you can use it for brainstorming. You can use it for summarizing your content, and you can use it for generating hooks for CTA, which is a call to action, whatever it is that you want. For example, now as a professional, let's say you want to, as a professional, when I say professional, it means as a business person, as someone, a student looking for extra job, a student looking for extra income, a student just trying to make wave. Do you understand? There's another one called Canva. You know what Canva is? You can use it for your visuals, for your carousel, and for your graphics. And there is another one which is EasyGen. So if you need this, what's it called? If you need this slide, I can give it out to you after the class. So the second after the meeting, the second one is for professional branding and optimization. There is Headshot Pro. There's PFP Maker. You can use it to generate headshots, professional headshots, standard headshots. Now, one mistake that a lot of people make when they generate headshots for social media is you generate headshots and it will become it will look completely different from who you are in real life. As much as we are trying to use AI, and that's where we bastardize the whole idea of AI. That AI is looking like Jacob, or the owner himself is looking like Saul, or he's looking like Esau. So there are standard procedure to that too. Do you understand? So the next one is uh Crystal. So it's provide personality insights for better messaging and connection. Like you can use this to scan the people that you want to reach out to, for those that want to reach out to people. And the next one is for workflow and general productivity. A lot of people, I'm sorry to say this, their daily life is not properly organized. And I learned something from Cody Sanchez, who is someone that I so much respect. She mentioned something about her husband, who is part of the Navy. She said the life of Navy officers or soldiers generally, the people in the army, their life it is structured. They move from one thing to another. Like when they wake up by 5:30, they jog 30 minutes, they do this, like their life is already arranged. But an average guy, an average dude out there can wake up and jog by 5:30 today, tomorrow wake up and jog by 7, next tomorrow, like there is no consistency in what they do. And that's one of the things that I've learned, that if you are going to have a structured life, you need to have a structured daily arrangement. So that's one of the reasons why workflow and general productivity tools are very, very important. There is Notion AI, which you can use to take notes, summarize notes. You can use it to take notes, summarize documents. You can use it to create action plan. You can use it to highlight the things that you want to do. Even the content creation of a thing, like writing your story, posting on LinkedIn, writing on Twitter, responding on Instagram. The TikTok that you use, you don't just use it to watch videos. You attend to questions. You follow, if you follow things that are in line with your profession. You prefer solutions. Someone is saying that I don't know why my website is lagging, blah, blah, blah. You go under it, give a comment that, okay, this is even, there are sometimes that when there is a problem, you don't know the solution to that problem. You can just copy the problem, paste it in ChatGPT, paste it in Gemini to prefer solution. I like 5 solutions, and go and respond under that comment that, okay, this is so solution to the problem. Maybe the PHP file you are installing, it is not working. You yourself, you don't even really know the solution, but you are smarter than the person by copying the problem, pasting it in ChatGPT, generating possible answers, now checking them side by side, and now bringing it back in the comment section. And that's like a cheat for website developer. So there is another tool which is, it is popular, but I don't know if some people might be hearing this for the first time. The name is Fireflies. So Fireflies AI is just a meeting transcription and summary. Like you use it to record minutes in meetings. Do you understand? And there is another one, Zapier. So you can use it to connect various applications. This one, Zapier and Make.com, it is when you start doing deep automation. So now let me cite these two creatives, and I'm going to play the video of one of them for you. So I'm going to play the video of one of them for you. So if you are following, please just drop a comment, please, so that we can know if you are following. Just drop a comment. I'm following. Anything, just say something. Just say something. If you are following, drop a comment before we proceed. Just say something. Yeah, good. So one more person, good. So I'm going to show you a video now. I'm going to show you a video now. And this video is for content creators. If now I'm not talking about niche content creators. When I say niche content creators, people that take their phone and record Get Ready With Me, that records lifestyle, that records different things. Those that actually make video content. And this is not only for video content creators only. Even as a YouTuber, you can also make anime. Sorry, even as a what's it called? As a random guy, you can actually make, for example, like a graphic designer now, you can actually make 3D animations even using AI. You can pick one of your designs, then give life to it using tools like Vimeo, View, Google View, Veo, Google Gemini too. There is a feature now whereby you can convert pictures to videos. There's another one, Kling AI. There is Kling AI. There is Pika. There is Kling AI. There is Pika. So I would advise that if you can get the recording of this session so that you can get those names that I'm coming. Let me type them in the session. Pika, there is Pika, there is Kling AI, there are different, there is Google View, there is View, they are, we have a lot of them like that. So let me play this video for you. This is a video of Nas Daily, and you tell me what you see. Let me show you a video. I'm coming. Now let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. Okay. So I want to play a video now so that you can see. So can you see the video before I start playing it? If you can see it, just comment in this session or just drop an emoji that you can see it. Okay, good. So let me play it. Now, carefully watch that video.
Of history to show you their dark side. On day 99, let's talk about the ugly side of history. Thomas.
Now, before we proceed, this guy wants to talk about heroes, historical figures. And you see that one of the things he's doing is he's bringing life. It is looking as though those historical figures are real beings. Abi, what he actually uses AI. He's using AI for storytelling. Now he's doing it as if you see those heroes coming alive as though they are real. They are not real. And this person that I'm talking about is Nas Daily. I've been following Nas Daily for a while now, and I can tell you for free that Nas Daily is one of the biggest guys in. Okay, someone said no, that they cannot see my screen. Please, I want to confirm. Can you see the video I'm playing? I think someone just dropped no now. If you can see the video, please let me know. If you can't, notify me, please. Gideon, if you can see the video, drop a thumb up. If the video is active, thumb up. Okay, the video is on. So kindly check your internet. So as I was saying, this Nas Daily is a guy like who has been in the content creation industry for a while. He's like one of the biggest guys there. But despite that, he's still infusing AI into what he's doing. He's still infusing AI into what he's doing. And you can see how he's using AI to tell story. Now let me show you something. Let's proceed. Let's watch the video together.
Jefferson wrote, "All men are equal," while owning six.
Now you see that the guy talks, that Thomas Jefferson, he spoke now that all men are equal. What he's actually doing technically is he's infusing AI. And if you compare this content that I'm showing now, to the content that he created, like the content that we know him for, it is completely different. Before, he used to put his face everywhere, like he's one talking about this, he's going to different places, traveling around the world. But now he's sitting in the comfort of his house to tell stories using AI. Let's proceed.
100 slaves himself. Winston Churchill saved the world from Hitler, but starved millions in Bengal. Karl Marx wrote about workers, but he never had a job. Workers of the world, unite! Ayn Rand attacked government welfare, but lived on government welfare.
Thank you.
Albert Einstein was the smartest man alive, but failed as a father. Henry Ford built cars, but spread anti-Semitic propaganda. Volkswagen was a family car company started by Hitler. Sigmund Freud founded psychology, but was addicted to cocaine. The best.
Now, I hope you are following the video and you are trying to get what I'm trying to show you. I hope you are following. So now, because of our time, let me now go back. As you can see now, let me now go back to the. Let me continue sharing this screen, this tab. Now we are back to this. Now you can see this guy here. This is just one of the content creators that are actually harnessing the power of AI. In fact, this man has a course on AI. It's around, I think, $200 per annum. He has a course on AI where there are other creatives too. And the AI is not only limited to this alone, making videos alone, how you can use it to create content, how you can use it to shadow content. And another thing I want to say, which is like something very important that I want to say, is that if you in any field you are, or in any field you want to go to, try and find at least 5 people in that field that are there already. Find 5 people, find their social media platform, look at what they are doing and replicate it. That's like a cheapest, that's like a cheapest secret that you can find. Find 5 people who are already doing what you want to do. Look at what they are doing on their social media, replicate it. Look at how they grow their content, replicate it. For content creators here, like who are real content creators who make videos and all, replicate, find 5 people online that are successful, that you want to model what they are doing, then replicate what they are doing. Do it without being shy. Don't be shy about it, and implement AI technologies into it too. So because of our time, let me quickly move it towards the end and wrap it up. So if you have any students here and you are not using Google Gemini Pro, please signify in the chat box so that I can know if I should undo it. If you are not using Google Gemini Pro, and let me tell you one of the things, some of the things that you can use with Google Gemini Pro. Let me just show the interface. Google Gemini Pro. Google Gemini for students. So if you are a student and you're not using Google Gemini Pro, okay, I think one person. How many? Is there any other person? And you're not using Google Gemini Pro. Now let me show you some of the things you are going to get for Google Gemini Pro. With Google Gemini Pro, like for students, the free version for students, you will get a free, you get it free of charge for 1 year. Then you get access to the Gemini 3 Pro model. Like, it is better for those of you that are using ChatGPT. You know there are limitations to some things that you can do on ChatGPT, but with this, there is no limitation. And for those that want to proceed higher into AI agent creation, I actually wanted to talk about the agent creation today, but maybe we are still going to fix time if you guys are, maybe next month or anytime I'm still opportune to, like, let's talk about this. I will talk about how you can actually build real agents using Google Dialogflow, using N8N. There are different tools out there. But because of our time, I want to run you through, since someone said, okay, another person said she's not using it. Okay, let me give you an idea of how you are going to get it. So this is the process. You will need your student mail. If you have, you will need your student mail. Let's now say you are unable to use your student mail. I found an alternative way that you can use to get it. If you have your admission letter and your school ID card, those two things too, they will suffice. Now, I'm going to walk you through it, and I'm going to show you, I'm not going to practice because the two accounts I can use to register it, they're already registered. Like, Google Gemini Pro is active on it. Let me show you how the Google Gemini Pro looks like on my, what's it called? Let me share this. So this is what the Pro looks like. So this is what the Google Gemini Pro looks like. You see this where I'm pointing at? There is a Pro version. Yeah, it is faster, it is better. There are videos that you can generate. There are different things that you can generate on it. Now let me show you how you can get it. Now this is the page, Google Gemini homepage. I'm going to share it with you. Now there is a clause on it. You need to get it as soon as possible. If it is possible for you to get it tonight or tomorrow morning, get it, because it is going to close by 9th of December. So you don't get it between now and 9th of December. And how much are you saving when you are getting it? The fact that you are getting it for free, that means the Pro that you want to get is actually 28,000 naira per month. But with this, for the students, for using this method, using the free Pro plan for students, you can actually get it for free for 12 months. Instead of paying 28,000 naira per month, Google will give you for free for 12 months. Do you understand? So this is how to get it. Once you come to the home page like this, I can share the link with you, or you yourself, you can just type Google Gemini Pro for students. You come here, then you click on get offer. When you click on get offer, okay, it says I'm already subscribing to, let me use an account that I've not yet used before. Let me use this account. Let me now share this screen. Let me use an account. I want to use an account that I've not used before. Let me use an account. So I want to use this account. So this page, don't mind me. Let me just put it like this. So let me search Google Gemini Pro for students. So can you see the first page? The first thing that came up, you click on it. The free plan, you click on it. Then you click on get offer. This get offer, you click on it. So when you click on get offer, it's going to bring you to a page where it will ask you to get offer for students. Now, these are the things that you are going to need. You need your Gmail, your student's mail, one. Now, if you don't have your student's mail, there is another alternative option for you to update it with either your school admission letter or your school ID card. So they will confirm with that one. So when you click on this get student offer, look at what it's going to say. Are you ready to agree? Blah, 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 blah. I click on agree. Then it will take me to a page where it will tell me to log in my student Gmail. So that's the next page. So if you when you log in your student Gmail, it will tell you to go and confirm it in your mail. So you will do that. Now let me now close it, because that's the next thing it's going to ask. Let me return it to this. So after clicking on that place, after clicking on the get offer and you log in, they will send a confirmation code to your Gmail. Let me show you what that confirmation code is going to look like. Let me show you what that confirmation code is going to look like in your Gmail. So Google One will send you confirmation. So, excuse me, please. They will send you confirmation code like this. Let me close this. So they will tell you that if you confirm, this is it. They will tell you that you should confirm that you should unlock it for 1 year. Now, let me tell you another thing that you are going to need. You need a debit card. When I say debit card, I mean your ATM card. You need it to subscribe into it. They are not going to take any money from your. They are not going to take it. It's Google. Google is not going to take any money from your account. They're not going to. It's just to confirm that you have a credit card. It's just like when you want to register Jumia, they will say you should put in your credit card too. Do you understand? So after that, they will now send a mail to you like this. Now, if at the end of this training you are stuck at any point, you can reach out to Gideon, to reach out to me. I will help. Do you understand? So they will tell you to, after leaving that page, after logging in your Gmail, they will tell you to confirm in your mail, to slot in your card, your credit card. So you can put any card. You can put any kind of ATM card. It can be Valve, it can be MasterCard, it can be Visa, anyone. You understand? Then after that, it will confirm it. Then it will now bring you to this page and tell you that what you are now using. Welcome to Google Pro. You have access to it for a year. Then you start using it. So that's basically how it works. So because of our time, let me move to, if you understand what I just explained now, please drop it in the inbox, or if you are confused at any point, please let me know. Drop it in the inbox so that I can proceed. If you want us to proceed, drop it in the inbox. Okay, so there are 4 books that I said I'm going to give out, and there is a long process to get it. Actually, if you are going to get it directly from the book, the book is authored by Dr. Stephen Akitayo. So we have five of them. The first one is unlock the gold mine, the AI gold mine. The second one is the AI revolution, which is 7 proven steps to transform your business and career to success using AI. The next one is AI money machine. The next one is millionaire blueprint. So what I'm going to do now is, instead of, this is a page where he makes it available, but there is a long process to get it. So I'm going to cut short that process. And those books, they are very, very strong books on AI, and they are not voluminous, they are not plenty. They are stuff that you can just read easily and, very fast and all. So, and they are very solid books. This is where, if you want to go and get it through this link, it is fine. You can go and get it through that link. That's like the link where you can get it for free. But I'm not sure he's active, because when he gave it out for free, I think it is now, it is, you have to pay now on Amazon. I'm not sure. But when he gave it out for free, this was the link where you can get it. But if you want me to send it to you, I can actually send it. I can actually make it available. Those are the 5 books that I said I'm going to give at the end of this training. And I actually wanted to give a criteria that is only the people that are active that will get the book. Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to discuss that with Gideon. You are going to get it tonight. Do you understand? So whether the people that are active, whether I want us to give it to the people that are active or give it to everybody, it will be the one to decide on that. So that will be all from my end for tonight. If you have question, let's use the next 5 to 10 minutes to ask question and discuss one or two. If you have any question, raise up your hand, then I'll call you, then you ask, and we'll see if we can answer. So do we have any question? Do we have any question? Okay, I'm waiting. If you have any question, please.
Okay, good evening. Good
Okay,
evening,
good.
sir. Thank you so much for the
Yeah.
introduction, sir. So I want to ask about the Google Gemini Pro. Can you hear
Come
me, sir?
again. Yeah.
Okay, I want to
Okay,
ask
can you hear me?
about the Google Gemini Pro for
Yeah.
students. I want to ask that
Yes.
after inserting the debit card, so are you going to debit us from the card, or
Are you going to?
are they going to be debiting the money from the card?
No, no,
Like
no, 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 no,
after the 1 year,
no.
okay,
After the 1 year, in fact, after you put in your card, you can remove it immediately after they confirmed everything. So they allow you to remove it, so that after the 1 year you have to pay, but they will inform you that, do you want to continue with them. They will inform you before they do anything. But what you can do immediately is, after you insert the card, let's say after a month of using it, you can remove the card. You understand? You can remove it. Okay, I don't want to, so that they will not deduct it. Do you understand? So after the 1 year, they will expect that you pay, but you can disconnect the card before the end of that 1 year. You understand? And even before they start deducting your money, they will inform you, and they will let you know that, okay, are you ready to use the premium? Are you ready to start paying? The free version, the paid version that you got for free, is going to expire. So do you want to renew it? Do you understand? So they are not going to debit your account without informing you. But it is also safe for you to remove it after confirming everything, that, okay, everything is fine. So, like, after confirming that, okay, you now have the Google Pro, you have the Pro version, so you can remove it. So I think, did that answer your question? The lady that asked the question now, Lawal, Hitia, have I answered your question?
yes, sir, I'm listening, sir.
Okay, did I answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, good. So thank you. Do we have any other question from anybody else? Okay, Dorcas, you can ask your question. Dorcas, you can ask your question. I see that you raised your hand too.